You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. 'Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. 'Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. 'Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. 'Coping and seething. You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping You are coping, coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping, coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething. so hard. Coping and seething. You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
Oh. Oh, that's a great song. That is a great song. But anyways, I am back. I don't know what the fuck happened with the last one. My suspicion is Streamlabs wasn't working, and for whatever reason, I think there might be like a bad storm or something passing over my head. Because it was pretty nasty weather out there earlier. Might be fucking with my connections. Because I use Wi-Fi to live stream. I don't use Ethernet. Oh, I think she left. I think she completely left. Byron. I think she's completely gone now. Which sucks. I know you were having a lot of fun with her, and I was laughing at what was happening in the chat. Yeah, they're both gone. That kind of sucks. So that was funny. It was funny watching them get butthurt and getting felted. That was pretty funny. But anyways, well, I made a promise that I was going to expose the DMs because that was the other part of the live stream of the previous one. But for whatever fucking reason, I'm having bad internet connections and I can't use my camera, so you don't get to see my facial reactions. I'll just have to be more descriptive with my words and everything. So anyways, here is some of the DMs that I have with Triton. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was this right here. So this was the day that Irish decided to start the whole fucking feud, when my old mod Irish started the whole damn feud. Now you're going to get to see the first-hand account of my story, my side of their video that was supposed to destroy me. Their so-called video, their hit piece. So you just bear with me as I read it. So Triton goes, "Yo, can you join a VC?" And I said, what's happening? And I don't remember. Oh yeah, I kicked Irish out and he's not coming back. He goes, "I deafened him." Because he was not only talking, because at this point he was talking shit in a VC with Triton and them, where he called my mom a dirty whore and a slut, and he was going to rape her in front of me. And I fucking lost and threatened to whoop his ass over it. Legitimately. And I regret losing it. That wasn't right for me to start threatening him. But it's understandable when somebody's calling your mom a dirty whore for no reason that you would lose your patience. So then he goes, "I don't agree with what he did either, and I'm going to unmod him." So this is going to kind of tie into the reason why I say Triton is a fucking hypocrite. A big ass hypocrite. So I go, "You may want to kick him from the show." He goes, "Maybe now if you aren't getting along." I said, "I'm probably going to make a video about the situation." He goes, "I was neutral and me and Glitch yelled at Irish after you left. He's currently crossfaded as fuck. I had to mute him entirely because he's not all there. He's acting retarded." Now they didn't bother to tell me that he had been drinking all day and night prior to that, because prior to all this, the previous night he had been attacking a person of interest, because the person of interest I'm talking about is a mod of mine. His name is Onion. He went and found me because he was looking for the Sonic and Tim's, because he had found a lot of the old wrestling videos on YouTube and some of the cage match stuff. So he went looking for the family members, and he happened to stumble across me, being the one that's most active on the internet. Most everyone posts like Facebook and Instagram. I'm the one that really has all kinds of social media. I told him, yeah, that really hurt me a lot. And he goes, come back in. I told, because Shiro decided to not only drag all the messages from my server where she defended him, saying it was perfectly fine for him to call my mom a whore. She turned around and started calling my mom a whore and made comments about, it was something about wanting to do something to my mom. So I threatened to whoop her husband's ass. That's where the other comment of where she would not be able to pay for her wedding because I was going to fuck her husband up on her for the comments she made. Again, that was wrong. That was totally wrong. I shouldn't have been threatening her or him. That was totally fucking wrong. And I meant that in my apology video when I made the apology video. That was legitimate. I was legitimately sorry about that. I regret it flying off the handle like I did. But on the same token, you're calling my mom a dirty whore. It's not easy to be nice when you call my mom a dirty whore. Now, like, that pisses me off, and most reasonable people would be pissed off at that. He goes, there's no reason burn, because we'll handle, she's not going to start any more shit with me, apparently. The same rules apply to her, and she got warned, just like how you guys warned me in your server. She's handled, she's not going to cause any more. Said, nah, I can't be in there with her in Irish. However, I can still be your editor. I was going to ask you in my server if you would be interested in doing a mean comments video. Because you're not being part of the show if you're not in the server. You have access to my channel, you can edit, but you're not having access to anything because they only use their server to record in. And I said you could use my server to record in right here, right? Because he goes, that's not my platform. I was like, I said, well, okay, I will stay as long as those two keep their name out of my mouth. He goes, okay, but don't get mad. I'm not making this public. It's friend to friend. Insulting Shiro and threatening her wasn't cool. Even if you were talking about Irish and insulting her was not cool. I said she better leave my family's name out of her mouth. You could have corrected easily without the insults. Yeah, he has a point there. She goes, she wasn't going after your family. She was asking about the situation with Irish, and he said he was drunk and he was not attacking anyone in your family. I've had people attack my family, and that's not attacking. You want to know what real attack is? Your mother's dead from meth, and I'd be happy. Oh, you're gonna die from meth. I said, if this is really how you feel about me, then I'm gonna quit the show. Because apparently calling my mom a dirty whore is perfectly fine. According to him, it's perfectly fine. Because like the reason why I don't state it in these DMs is because he was there when it was said. And he allegedly has the recording of it too and refuses to post it. I don't know why he doesn't want to post it. He just refuses to post it. So, getting back to it, he goes, you know why I said that? Because it's not making fun of your situation. Some people I don't give a shit about, honestly. I said, it was awesome working with you. I wish you the best. He goes, I guess you're quitting. I said, yes, I am. I'm sorry. I finally wish you to see. And right here, he goes, I wish you the best. You can either leave a statement in the server. I'm not going to attack, and I don't want to be funny. I said, I'm not in the server. I think I got kicked. Because I did try to get back into the server with the link and got kicked right back out. I said, he goes, don't bring me up because I don't know if you. I said it would be against the people in your server. I will come back as your editor as long as you pay me for my last video. Also, I was at the time I was pissed at Ken because he was he wasn't helping me either. And then like he's like, they're not content creators. He goes, see, this is what he states he's gonna pay me. Now he spent fucking 3 months not paying me for my work. Now that he spent like 3 months not paying me for my work, he didn't turn around and go and start going after me. He was like, don't bring up the Ravencast. I said, that's your choice, but it's all coming up. And I'm like, I have to explain what happened. Like, I can't sit there and say, oh, I left the Ravencast because I didn't like that he didn't let me fix the server or something. No, I have to explain that shit went down. So honestly, it's really fucked up. You got to see, bring me in the Raven cast. As I said, I made a post about it. Take care. The post I made on Twitter stated I'm stepping down from the Raven cast. So, what was it? I'm stepping down from the Raven cast. I wish them the best in their future endeavors. Thank you for all the work. Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, and then what happened here that led to that? Oh yeah, Cyber Godzilla. What was it? What was it? All-Star brought me into Cyber Godzilla's server. He bans me, try and makes fun of me right before I get banned. And I told All-Star, what the fuck why did you bring me into somebody that's friends with Triton? Like, why are you doing that? And then he claims that I was involving All-Star in the drama. So I replied back, I didn't. He invited me and decided against my wishes to go fight for me, so piss off on that. Because I didn't know Godzilla would ban you. He totally said, Triton's words, because I remember this vividly. I should have got a screenshot, didn't get a chance. Didn't get a chance to take a screenshot of it, where he states, well, you know what, Triton, I'm going to say this. If it's a nothing burger, why do you want to get on the show? Very simple. You got no reason to defend yourself then if it's a nothing burger. Congratulations, you played yourself, homie. Anyways, get back to this. He goes, he didn't know anything. He didn't know Cyber Godzilla would ban you, and I'm not gonna piss off you're coming at me and yelling at me because another grown man banned you as a disco. I said, well, I was like, no, I didn't attack him at all. He DMs me first. Notice he DMs me first. I didn't attack him at all. I haven't said anything at this point other than I told All-Star, don't bring me into the same room with people like him. I don't want to talk to them. They don't like me. I don't like them. Why are you dragging me into that? Because All-Star explained that he was trying to mend the bridge and he thought he could do it peacefully. So, to be dead honest with you, it is what it is. Well, he goes, what was it? Let's see, I've done so much since the video. He goes, you've done a lot. I said the same for you because of you. I've been hearing about what you've been saying. He goes, my video isn't out yet. Why did I even say that? What the fuck was I even talking about? What was I going on about? That's fucking weird. That is fucking weird. I don't know why I said that. That's retarded. That was retarded on my end for saying that. Let's see. Because of the things you're doing. I said, and leaving out the part where you didn't pay me for my work until I made it public. Let's see. Yeah, because he totally left that part out. He goes, you're right, after apologizing to me, the side order was say, and something about AJ, I don't know what happened there. He goes, I got proof saying you would reach out. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, the Anthrax AJ guy, apparently the original editor, I joined the server because he posted it in another server I used to be in. I left it because it was very inactive. I was getting no traction from it, so I was like, there's no point in being in a server that's dead. I need to be in servers that are more active. And I joined his because I was like, yeah, I'm curious to see what the server was like. And he basically told me I wasn't allowed to be in the server, so I left. I told him I'm careful when it comes to joining servers. He goes, I got proof of you saying you would reach out to him. It's loading. I said, I also find it funny you're going to make that the very content you said you would never make again. Because he made a fucking Twitter post and a video before that stating that he would not do commentary videos anymore. He was done. He was going to move forward with something else. And then there's this. Now, this was me asking Nif who this other AJ was. Because he goes, this is an animator. Because I sent him a screenshot of the server and I stated, is this who I'm thinking it is? He goes, Animer AJ. Yes, he's a very chilled out guy. So, okay, not the other AJ I was thinking of. He goes, this guy was before you as the editor of the cast. Okay. I said, sounds like me and him would get along. That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, okay, yeah, former editor. I could totally, what was it? At this point, I had not been paid, so don't interrupt me yet. what was it? So I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, because he's calling me a liar, even though I didn't say anything about working with him. Literally, my DMs literally says, sounds like me and him would get along. Sounds like I'm gonna go talk to the guy. Doesn't mean I'm gonna work with him. I'm just gonna go talk to the guy. Seems like a nice guy. I go, yeah, I was told he's a good guy, so why not make an epic or trash video with him? That's what I'm like, now at this point, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do an epic or trash with him. Maybe he might be funny. I always need new co-hosts, because at the time I was very co-host dependent on the show. I really didn't get into my own until afterwards. And then he goes on, and I explained to him, because he's saying I'm starting shit when I haven't started anything with the A-logs, because at this point I already told the A-logs that I didn't like them. I was just spying. I actually was spying on them for Triton and letting them know every little fucking thing they were saying and doing, so that way he had the information about what they were doing at the time. Little did I know I was actually setting myself up to be hanged in the hangman's noose by this gentleman right here. Because he won't talk to you. He's one of the guys defending Purp. You went at Purp and Bruce the same allegations that he's trying to debunk. I said he came at me first. I said nothing. I never said anything. He's not going to talk to you. Stay away from this side of the community. You fucked up with your flippy floppy. Why don't you take a break? I said people came to me about it. He goes, you need to log off. He goes, yeah, you need to log off. I'm like, brah. He goes, you went to Bonner and Grimm first with the pub allegations. I posted the video, and I was like, this is the editor who claims that I'm a bitch, but he's doing stupid shit. So that's when I send these DMs that I found. Yeah, I'm not going to bring anything up with Cyber Godzilla. I'm leaving him out of this. So here's Triton right here. Threatening somebody. Threatening literally to go beat this person up. And now he's threatening to choke them out, which is pretty much the saying attempted murder. Here's why I say that. I talked to a couple of officers. I showed them the DMs and I asked them, could you in a way interpret it, if you were the victim of the situation, could you interpret it as attempted murder? Like if you want to report it to the police? They said yes. So that's why I made the statement about you would be stupid enough to commit murder, is because the officers looking at the DMs pretty much said that. So if you don't be mad at me, be mad at the officers who said that that's one way they could look at it, because you literally said I will choke you out, and then you demanded that they kill themselves. So, which by the way, you also demanded that I needed to kill myself as well too, and I made you apologize for that, because otherwise I was going to wreck you with that statement. So, okay, what's slanderous? I'm showing your DMs. I'm showing your DMs right here. So how am I slandering you? Go ahead, come on, prove it. Show me some proof where it's slandering. Show me some proof. Anyhow, to get back to it, because what does that have to do with anything I said? What are these? Because I didn't get tagged, but I was told about them. And so I went and looked at the post, and that I think it was Grimm's. Yeah, it was Grimm's that posted, and I went, like, this is what brought me up. Because I'm like, you're saying I need to take time off, but look at this. You go, you talk about how good you are, but if anyone needs to get off, it's you. I'm like, again, like straight up, because this wasn't the first time he's done it. Like, he's done it multiple freaking times over, and I had warned him multiple times. He needed to quit. He just needed to quit. It was over with. It was done with. It's whatever, right? But he wouldn't quit. And so I made the comment. I'm like, if you keep harassing me, I'm going to report you to the police. Now leave me alone. I straight up saying I want to be left alone now at this point. I want to be left alone. I'm done. Right? So now it goes quiet for a while. We don't fight. We don't say anything. I don't really mention him after the apology video and whatnot. I ate dirt from his video completely. Ate all kinds of dirt. All kinds. Like, I got fucking mauled from all ends about that video. So I'm like, okay, yeah. But obviously, clearly I fucked up. I deserve to be punished for it. So then I'm now starting to join servers again that All Star's inviting me to, and that RJ's inviting me to, that he's in. So that's when I get banned from one of them for no reason, and then Triton hits me up with this. Stop joining servers I'm connected to. No one wants BJ the Rizzler in their DMs. Also get rid of that pedophile Uncle Gums. I said, just so you know, this is targeted harassment, so if you do not stop, you will face legal consequences. In Florida, Triton, what you're doing is called cyber harassment and bullying. That is a felony. If you don't believe me, look it up. I did. And you can get in serious trouble for doing so. So there you go. Telling you to get rid of a pedophile is targeted harassment. A mother came out of TikTok begging Uncle Grims to leave her fucking kids alone, dude. Me making fun of you online like you do with others is bad, but Uncle Grims is harassing children is fine. I hope that's not the stance you're taking. I was like, I don't know the fucker, and he's gone. I didn't know who the fuck Uncle Grums was. I didn't even know he was doing this shit until RJ sent the video to me. When I watched the video, I could only get 5 minutes in, and I was puking out my guts at what I was reading and seeing. I was mortified. I couldn't believe he got away with that shit. I don't understand why he's still free. It makes no fucking sense to me. So honestly, I was like, as far as I was concerned, like that man's fucked up. And just, so then Triton gets butthurt when I call Rich Dickers, because if you didn't know, Triton's a big fan of Rich, and I'm guessing that means he agreed with Rich fucking over JKB and not giving him his money. So I don't know why he even brought up the Richard Dickers thing, even though I'm not the only one that calls him Dickers. Everybody else in the entire fucking internet calls him Dickers. He literally brought up the nickname Dickers because an old boss of his called him Dickers, which is kind of funny because if I'm not mistaken, the boss was on drugs. And I was rich, I would have laughed too. I would have been like, oh, that's pretty fucking funny. That's pretty clever. And to my knowledge, it doesn't make him butthurt anyhow. I understand he likes the nickname, so why not call him his favorite nickname then? So, again, so he's calling me BJ the Rizzler. I said, not my job to explain to you. Because you got no argument. Join. And see, this is the favorite part of mine right here, is the joining with my enemies to slander and go after me is not harassment. You can't cry about harassment, especially in this community law. I said, so now you're just being absolutely insane unless you consider 8-Bit Eric your enemy. Because he was, at the time, the only fucking person I was working with was 8-Bit Eric. That was the only person. So what the fuck? So, there you go. Alright, so you go, why is Eric involved in this? I said, just final warning, stop texting me now. You go, stay out of communities, and I won't bother you. See that? And then he broke that promise, because then he continued making all kinds of tweets, comments about how I was raping 8-year-olds in a Discord server. Yeah, that's real fucking nice. I said, I don't believe you control all these communities. Sound like somebody who's drunk with power. Now, let's get to Session Purp. Because the story gets crazier from here. But I'm like, what the fuck? Because this man hits me up in September, right? And I'm like, at this point, I'm just wanting to be left alone. I don't care about the situation anymore. It is what it is. Don't care anymore, right? Session Purp hits me up and he goes, how would you like to help out? Would you like help out with the video? And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe it was something about creating original music for him. I don't know why I said this. Let me read it out and see if I can remember why the hell I said anyway. It goes, well, I can create some original music for you, offer some music that I've read. I've done editing for Triton in the past. Triton. I didn't even bother to spell his name right. That's nice. In my show. Also done some radio. Oh, that's why I was advertising to him to help him with the video right here in question. Because I wanted to get him on my show to ask him a few questions about the story. And so, like, the biggest thing right here, it says, where is for you to hit up a minor like you did in the text messages, it's not pedophilia. Also, I want to know how you are a leech. I still don't understand how he was a leech. Like, that was never explained to me. So if somebody can explain to me why he was a leech, I would appreciate it. Anyway, let's get back to it. So now, it's February 27th this year, right? I get an out of nowhere friend request from him, and I'm talking to RJ. I'm on the phone with him. We're discussing what the next episode of Locale Clout Chase is going to be about, and it was about, if I'm not mistaken, it was about wings. No, it was about Becky doxing Psycho Mom, which was really, really fucked up. As we were discussing it, I get a friend request from him. I'm like, who the fuck's this person? Because I totally forgotten about him. Because at this point, he changed the profile, and the name was a little bit different. Like, I finally convinced him to change it back. Oh, I didn't convince him to change it back. Why the fuck did I say that? That doesn't make sense. Because I didn't tell him in DMs. That was a fucking lie and a half, so I lied about that. How am I running from you if you're in my chat? Explain to me how I'm running from you. Anyhow, when I have you not only on blocked on Discord, but I also have you unblocked on Twitter. So, how am I running from you? Anyhow, get back to it. Well, I asked him, why'd you send me a friend request? And I finally remembered who the fuck this person was. Because for a while now, I was like, who's this person? Who's this person? And I dug through the old DMs, and that's when I was like, oh yeah, this person, the guy who was the former editor of Triton, that apparently is being attacked for some reason. Because at the time, I didn't know what the reasoning was. Because this ties in the Dark Docs and what he did, because I'm going to expose some of those DMs as well. He goes, because I think you've been possibly slandered, and I was never unbiased when it came to your situation. I can see why you kept to yourself. And so I have been, but why would I want to work with the man who made that hit video? Especially with the horrible things that were said about my father and my mother. Because there was a lot of horrible things that were said. Because I didn't make that video, and I don't work on videos anymore, at least not my own. Because I was manipulated into believing a false narrative, question mark. You think those came from my own intrusive thoughts? He goes, AJ, honestly, they just want you to be a lolcow. I was like, I saw your pic in the video. I was told you recorded the video. Like, I'm fully aware that they're trying to make me a lolcow. I said, I know Triton does, but that's not happening. Because it's not happening. I'm a cloud chaser, not a lolcow. So, fuck off that. Anyhow, I didn't record it. I never recorded any of these videos. Nif did, Lamau. I knew they were all sociopaths. I said, I knew he did the last video. I knew he recorded the last video. I was told he took over as the main editor for the show. I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm glad he's doing good for himself, and I hope he's like. I remember telling All Star that like I'm glad he's doing good for himself, and I hope his child is okay. But he goes, Session Purp goes, I always refuse to record because my OBS was never set up for it, and because I'm lazy. I said no. I replied back, I know OBS can be, a bitch to work with. He goes, yeah, especially when you're trying to use it for video streams and other shit. I said, especially on the Apple M series chips. He goes, want to call sometime and talk about the substance? Who knows what these weirdos like try and get info on people. So then, because I'll make sure to turn on the camera and hand free so I'm not recording. I know everything he does mean, how do I know that you? Like, how do I know you're not working for him? Like, how do I know you're not setting me up for something? Completely setting me up for something. Because want to call sometime and talk about the stuff since who knows what the. Oh, I already read that. My apologies. But since all I really use my phone nowadays, he goes, why would he locale find me otherwise? Which I hate having to pronounce words that don't exist. Anyhow, the troops. I kind of giggle when people misspell things from time to time. Because the troops, the truth is, I know because they really force fake friendships. It's kind of insane. Here, AJ, we can call sometime and you can record if you feel like recording. I'll call it. I say you can call me Tim's. I don't want to be associated with the other AJ because I'm like, I found out apparently being called AJ is a really, 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 really bad idea. So I'm like, you know what? People just call me by my last name. Then I hate being called by my last name because it makes me feel old, and I don't feel like I've earned that level of respect yet to be called by my last name. But on the same token, I also understand that when people hear AJ, they might think of that person and not me. And that's obviously a reputation I don't want on me. Because, yeah, that's the guy. Words can't describe him. But, yeah, I don't want to record the call. But if you feel concerned, I told him, like, let's see. What was it? And let me play you this audio clip right here. This is a wow. This was the wow moment for me right here.
Yo, Tim's. So they were like, that stuff about you, I remember some and not much of it because, like, I didn't really look too much into it. They made, like, a little stupid, dumbass document on it. Triton was in those e-dating Discord servers that he was saying you were being freaky in, but I'm assuming he was probably the one being freaky in them or something.
So my reply back was, wait, Triton says I'm in e-dating servers dating people? I said, he's still got that from RTU. He's fucking RTU Junior. Like, I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, e-dating servers? What? I still don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know if that was just like meant to be a joke that was taken out of context. Cause I'm willing to. See, here's the thing. Despite what Triton has said and done so far, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and say maybe that was supposed to be a joke. That was a joke. That was meant to be just funny. It actually wasn't meant to be serious. It wasn't meant to be a real allegation. That Purp took it as an allegation. That I'm like, that's what I think happened. I don't really think it was meant to be malicious. But then again, I could be wrong. I have been wrong before about a ton of different things. And this stream is running very fucking long, so I'm going to run long in the tooth, so I need to hurry this up. Because I would like to get dinner. I'm freaking hungry, and I've got 500 other things I'm supposed to have done. So we're going to blow through these real quick. He goes, Triton had members from that server. He made me kick him out because they were weird as fuck. And he replies back to me, he goes, that's how they talked about it in the calls from my memory. I didn't record it because I'm not a sociopath. Anything I do record goes into OBS, to a USB, and prepared for people who knows. I think he meant to say OBS. And beyond. Even, see, he goes, pyramid schemes, that's basically the community of lies. With, like, he's basically saying that the Ravencast is a pyramid scheme. Again, I don't agree with. I don't think that's how he runs his server. At least from my experience, I don't believe that's how he runs his server. However, I will agree that there's a lot of freaking sociopaths and psychopaths in that freaking server. There's some crazy ass people in that server. Crazy fucking people. And the fact that, like, I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt because I'm trying to be charitable and not say that Triton's just pure evil and that he's the devil. I don't think he's the devil, but I do think he needs a lot of fucking help. Like, he needs therapy. He's like mankind. He needs therapy. Listen, I know about that. He goes, but yeah, let's see, I forget what LMK means. But whenever you have time next week to call, I would love to just hear you talk about your stuff, because honestly, I feel like All Star was friends with you for a reason. He was basically being harassed to stop talking to you. Same with RJ. I said, All Star, me and RJ are running a great project that Triton wants to take over. Oh, nice. Nice one, RJ. Nice one. Nice one. Explains why he says that you rat on me all the time in quotation marks. Anyhow, yeah, and this is what I was talking about. Because then I got into RTU and whatnot. Because the project I'm referring to is Locale Clout Chasers. Which again, if you have not checked out that show, you've not subscribed, what are you doing? Go check out Locale Clout Chasers. It's phenomenal. It is funny. We make fun of locales all the time. We point out the facts. And we felt people there. It is fucking awesome. You need to go there and watch the show. And I'll just get back to it. So, my back is fucking killing me. Let's see. So I'm gonna get to the better parts of this. I'm gonna give you a little bit of my side of the story. They owed me money from videos I recorded and edited and posted on the channel. So when I told them I was gonna quit because they weren't paying me, because I actually did state the, like, as you saw in the DMs, besides them insulting me, they didn't fucking pay me. Besides the horrible insults, like the biggest thing, looking back at it now, was it wasn't really the insults that drove me away, even though that's initially what I said. The biggest thing that drove me away was the fact that they didn't pay me. If he had just continued paying me, I would have blown it over. I would have just fucking rolled over and taken the hits. That's the biggest thing. If he had just paid me the week after, I would have just rolled with the hits. And I would have blocked them from my DMs, but I would work with them on the show. And that would have been it. But no, that couldn't happen for some reason. So I told him because I was going to quit because he didn't pay me for my work and had a mental breakdown. I decided, let's see, what was it? That I was trying to destroy him because I was still friends with some of his detractors. Detractors supposed to be there. So they started working with Irish to make fun of my family. That's why I threatened him with physical violence. I'm actually kind of getting the story out of order. I didn't start working with Irish until after I had already threatened physical violence at him. Again, I was in the wrong for threatening physical violence. I could not make that clear enough. I was in the wrong for doing that. That I totally have to accept that fact that I get an L on my head for threatening people when I shouldn't have been doing that. I should be holding myself to a higher standard, which I am. I've gotten a lot better since then. But anyways, to get back to it. That also because I legitimately thought that one of them was going to come to my house, mostly Irish, because Irish had the money, to my knowledge, knew where I lived. So well, again, no excuses. Shouldn't have threatened him. Because I did some of my own research, and the person I found looked similar to you, so I automatically started to not believe the gay opping because they're all yes men. Because they claimed that the gentleman Ken Timms is not my father. That was their biggest claim in the video. Besides alluding to me being a predator, they claimed that the gentleman Ken Timms, and let me bring up who I'm talking about, because I'm sure most of you people who never watch wrestling have any idea who I'm talking about. If I could spell his name, that would be great too. This is my father right here. Oh, hey, they finally found that match. That's fucking awesome. This is my father. His name is Ken Timms. Born January 27th, 1951. Passed away on August 1st, 2004. This is who they claimed was not my father. And they said that because apparently, according to them, I don't look like him. Let me go pull up my Facebook page real quick. Which one's logged in? This one's logged in. Okay, perfect. Let me go find photos. I want you to compare this photo to this one right here. Oh, it's members. Oh, actually, you know what? Because you can't see the eyes, so that's actually a really dumb photo to pick. I picked one that isn't like a cosplay one that I did. I've done so many freaking cosplays, but there you go. Oh, I forgot I had the sunglasses on. I keep forgetting I have sunglasses on in like the majority of my pictures. It's fucking weird. But here you go. Here's me. Here's my father. Here's me. Here's my father. Here's me one more time. Here's my father. I think it's pretty evident that that's my father right there. But anyhow, get back to it. I said, I know they are. Look, join the Cloud Chaser server. We'll talk in the VC later. And then Purp goes, give him a link. So I give him a link to get in the server. And I basically stay from here. I'm going to ask you some questions. I said, did you dox Triton with the hope that he would get hurt? Because I went on Twitter and looked for something. Looked for like any information about the alleged allegations against him. And one of them I saw was that he apparently doxed Triton. Which... That's fucked up. Because I did go and find a little bit later on about that. And in the call the one call I had with him, he was in a server that I was not allowed to record in. I was blocked from recording in that server, which pisses me off. I'm not in that server now either, so that pisses me off even more because I really wanted to record that fucking call. So I'm pissed about that, but it is what it is. There's nothing more I can do about it. I should have just gone ahead and recorded anyhow. But I asked him like some more detailed questions about that, about doxing Triton. But my biggest thing was like, did he intend to do it? He goes, no, I crashed out. I don't do it anymore. I said, did you post any of his personal information? He goes, his snap was his real name, not his last name. I think it was just his birth. I said, cool. Because I'm like, because he goes, later they see if I have the screenshots to can verify what I thought was true. And that's why I say cool. So that's that's what I'm saying, RJ. That's the thing. That's kind of the reason why I haven't really fully backed him, because there is evidence to prove he legitimately doxed Triton with malicious intentions. And like, so I don't know if he's a predator. That's the thing. I haven't seen the evidence to prove that he's a predator, but he's definitely a doxer. And because the reason why I wish I had that call is because I grilled him for doxing Triton. I'm like, I don't care how much. I was like, I told him this way. I didn't care how much Triton made fun of my family, made fun of me, made all these accusations about me. I was not going to dox his personal information because my thought process was, how would I feel if he leaked my home address, my phone number, and said, hey guys, this is where he lives, go get him. I would have fucking been so hurt that it would not even be funny. So I wouldn't do that to Triton. And I'm still not going to do that to Triton. Yeah, you can't help it. There's bad faith actors no matter where you go, unfortunately, these days. So I text him and say, hey. I asked him, hey, did you tell Triton you joined my server? No, why would I do that? It's obviously spies in your server. I said, yeah, you're a good guy. Anything I said about you, anything mean I said about you, I wish I could take back at this point, where I would never have for the rest of my life. Forgive those people I've hurt so fucking bad. I said, well, because the thing is, he was not mentally okay. He legitimately was so traumatized by this whole event, this whole fucking situation that's happened to him, that he like started that up. And I was like, look, dude, the best thing you do is forgive yourself. Because when I was trying to get better, I said, look, it's the wrong place, wrong time. He goes, I'm trying, that's all I can do. I said, that's all it is to it. I told him, you want my advice? Because listening to just responding to my feelings, I have trouble even admitting to things and getting better at taking steps forward. I'm just bad at it. Don't take it as me trying to be an asshole. I said, I get it. My advice to you is give yourself to Jesus Christ and then stop messing with minors. Because I'm like, at this point, I still thought he was innocent because I didn't see anything at the time that made him look guilty. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, he must be getting like falsely accused or something, but I'm going to tell him anyhow, don't talk to minors. It's not worth it. It was the same advice that was given to me by a couple other big time YouTubers. Just don't text minors. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's because it only gets you in trouble. And that is a true statement. So then, Session Purp goes, I don't mess around with minors, not in the way they say I do anyways. I said, that's really my advice. Give your life to Jesus. Trust me, it's the best decision you'll ever make. Legitimately, it is. After everything that happened with that video and me reflecting on the statements I made, I went back to my old church I used to go to, and I sat with the pastor, and I poured out my heart to them about what I did and my regrets of it. And I handed my life over to Christ. And I've been a lot better since then. I've gotten a lot better since then. Am I perfect? No. Some of my bad habits still come back, and I've got a lot of bad habits I still need to kick because I really, truly need to grow more as a person. But that doesn't make me this fucking predator that they're claiming that I am. This horrible monster that harbors a predator, when, again, I've yet to see evidence. And that's my biggest problem with the whole fucking thing. That's my biggest fucking problem with the whole thing, is I have not seen evidence. I keep getting told there's evidence. I keep getting told that they're gonna expose him, or that they have exposed him. But nobody will fucking DM me the evidence. Nobody. Not a fucking soul. Maybe these two finally did, but that really just proves then that they were either one of two things, being fucking lazy or bad faith towards me. One of the two. And I'm leaning on the bad faith. I said, you're good. So I asked him about, because I heard something about trying to say he wanted to marry a 14-year-old. I was like, where the hell did this come from? Because his imagination of somebody lying about it. I said, so why do you call you a pedo? That was fucking, my phone fucked me over because I use text-to-speech a lot. I wish I could show you, but again, camera thing. But I usually pick up my phone and I use text-to-speech. Like I'll click on the microphone. For example, I'm gonna type out in the chat, I want a hamburger for dinner. There you go. See? That's what I do. So, me not paying attention to that, realized what I'd said. I asked him, why did he call you a pedo? I'm like, fucking phone, really? Why did they call me a pedo? The same reason to call you. And then this is where I get where Triton said that I was a pedophile. I said, which is, I don't talk about it over text, I'll call you later on it in. And I kept asking to call him about it, because I'm like, I want to know where the fuck these allegations of the pedophile thing. He goes, apparently he's still looking through boxes, and he sends me a text, and like the last thing he says is, yo, they claim this is Purp. I don't know if he is. I just assume that he might be. So there you go. I don't know. I have no idea. It is what it is there. Probably is. You know, then again, I've been trolled before by people who said they are somebody and then come to find out that they're not that person. So let's see what Dark Box says on that. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. For the person, look at that, look at that. For somebody who is claiming that he exposes people, look at how he's acting. Yeah, real fucking professional, huh? Yeah, real professional, real professional. Look, see, yeah, and this is what I was talking about. The fucking 1:30 in the goddamn morning, he is hitting me up about this. And he's like, he's going on about RJ being retarded. So he hits me up about Coldfire. I was like, who? Because now, yeah, this is 1 in the morning. I'm going to bed, right? I'm trying to get some fucking sleep because I'm supposed to be up. Read the Vampire DMs. I want to read this real quick because this leads into the alt account thing. RJ, this leads into it. I said, what about him? He goes, what's the deal with him? I said, he's some random guy my boss brought onto the server. Why does it matter? He goes, why do you spawn with who when I first asked you? Asking who implies that you don't know him when you clearly do. I'm confused on that. I said, I'm sick in the moment, and most of everything I'm looking at is blurry to me. I legitimately was struggling to read what he was saying. So he goes, all right. I said, also, you guys like to pick when I'm trying to sleep to contact me. He goes, from my understanding, totally ignoring all of that. Not going, oh, I'm sorry, man. I have a few questions for you. I wanted you to answer. Maybe you'll be able to help me on this. No, he's just being a fucking prick by going, from my understanding, his allegations, he's dating a 25-year-old girl who dated a 12-year-old in the past and he supported it. Do you know anything about that? I go, I have no idea, as I don't ask about people's personal lives. Also, I know you're working for Triton. Because I don't work for anybody, dude. I'm my own person. I work for myself. I go, uh-huh. Because the fact that you think I work for anybody else is an insult. I asked you a simple question, so I have some respect. Motherfucker, it's 1 in the goddamn morning. What do you mean respect, ass clown? So it gets better. He goes, well, you said the same thing about Simon, and Simon doesn't even know what Triton is. You have a tendency to blame everything on Triton. It's weird. I said, well, given how he has it out for me for almost a year now, I'm just saying. Also, explain to me why else would you guys come to the server at 5 in the morning, my time, Eastern Standard Time, and ask me questions accusing me of defending somebody who I have not defended, as I have no idea what he has done. Because again, this is when Purp just had joined the server. He just had joined the server. I said, let's also not forget that you guys said you were expecting me to flip my lid on you. Plus, you're contacting me at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, amen, RJ. Dark Dogs wouldn't be so bad if you had some fucking respect. Because plus, you're contacting me at 1:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's not play this game. He goes, bro, did I not already tell you I joined due to session Purp? Let's sit here and actually use our brains for a second. See right there, insulting me again. When I point out for the fact, the reason why you joined, and then you turn around and insult me. That's what I'm talking about. That's bullshit. I'll explain that RJ claimed you guys said it was AI. That's RJ, not anyone else. I said, but how do you know? You never answered that question. Because I did. We answered all your questions, dude. Literally every one of the questions. Actually, they only answered like 10 or like the 15 I asked them, or something along those numbers. Like every one of your questions were asked on the call and answered. Watch your own recording back and see for yourself. So let's be for real in a second, not be schizo. Think logically for 2 seconds. I made a statement. That's a great way to piss me off. Oh, I'm shaking my boots, dude. I was very respectful at first, but at this point you're being a dick and a schizo, accusing me of some BS. I go, you remember the lawyers I was telling you about? Because in that call, I told him that if the accusations were true, I was going to pass that information over to some of my lawyers to deal with the legal ramifications of it and to help report it to the police. Meaning I was going to pass everything along to the police through the legal channels. I told him I was not joking. He goes, what is that, a threat? What have I done to be able to get me sued? Explain. I said, I'm reminding you that I'm working with them to figure this out. But if you suddenly want to take shots at me, I will take action. Because taking shots at you isn't illegal, or nor something you'd be able to make a civil lawsuit about. You would lose and waste everybody's time. So I'm going to ask again, show me something I've done that's suable. That's what I thought. So be for real, nobody's scared of your threats. I said, believe what you want to, mate. Well, again, because AI benefits them when they need it, but if anybody else says, hey, something could be AI, they have a mental breakdown, they cry, they cope and they sieve, and then they make fun of you, then they harass you at 3 in the goddamn morning, 5 in the goddamn morning, or 1 in the goddamn morning. Like jackasses. Because you still haven't answered my question. Let's see, wonder why it is, wonder why you sat there for so long. Now, I'm trying to go to fucking bed. I've put my phone on mute. I threw it to my side. I'm going to bed. You know, the problem, he goes, if you have any connections with Coalfire when you knew they were up to apparently fucking a 12-year-old, he goes, I will expose you. You and him. Now go ahead and talk to your lawyers. I knew you were working for him. I only know of him thanks to the Ravencast, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what the fuck he does in his real life. However, I can use what you have been doing to show harassment. Now go ahead and make your, it was supposed to be video. Remember, I fought RTU and won. For 1, I've not been working with him. 2, any harassment could be thrown out since you've been actively engaged in this conversation. Nothing about these harassments. Your threats are empty. I'm not scared. I said, Anyways, I'm going to bed now. My body's done. I wish we were left alone while I'm dying from whatever the fuck it is I caught. He goes, okay, dude, make sure you update me on the no shoot, man. Good night. Fucking jackwagon of an ass. You know, I also want to say people saying we're simply wanting to stay out of it because we don't know 90% of people that would stay out of it, but you don't know. Yeah, I don't know who I've only recently started actually getting to know who Coalfire is. And at that point, all I knew about Coalfire was that he was allegedly a convicted felon, which turned out to be true. He was a convicted felon of a crime that I'm not going to talk about because it's none of my fucking business to talk about his personal business. And what was it? And that apparently him and Triton used to be best friends, and now they had beef. That was it. That was all I really knew about. Now I actually know more. And he's a very nice guy from my conversations with him. Very kind guy, very wonderful fella. Love talking to him. And he's a very passionate man. With someone who has autism, he's a very passionate person about it and wants to help others in similar position that he's in. And I fucking applaud him for it because he's a great man. Coalfire, if you ever happen to be watching this, I'm rooting you on. But anyhow, this leads to the alt account that allegedly came in. But first I want to see. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking look at that, mate. Dragging me into shit that I don't care about. Anyhow. I don't even have beef with you, D-Weasel. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't know who you are, man. Can you explain to me who you are? Because I legitimately don't know who you are, and I don't have beef with you. Unless you're trying, I don't have beef with you. Darktoss can go fuck himself, though. Oh, let's see. Okay, anyhow, let's get back to it, because... Of course, instead of eating dinner and doing other shit that I was supposed to be doing, I'm having to fucking do this. This is how I wanted to spend my fucking night. So now, here's the other one that, again, unfriended me. Very nice of him. Anyhow, and oh yeah, he also, but and the funniest part about this whole thing, both of these accounts are not in the server. To prove, show it. This account's in linked server. His account, his original account, not in my server. They both left the servers. So, there you go. He goes, what's up? And he says, Coalfire sounds like Triton said. I don't think he's trying, but I wonder as a joke. He goes, something about leaving the server in December. Oh yeah, Triton server. So I've not thought about it, but Coalfire, to my knowledge, is not trying to working for Triton. I was like, it was funny at first, but I'm like, no, he's not trying. Let's not play this game. Let's not be dicks. But I sent him screenshots of my text messages, right? I said, this is the guy I was talking about. He goes, the gaslighting is insane. The projection is insane. Yeah, fuck this guy. Yeah, because fuck you, Dark Docs. I want to talk to you. You're an asshole. Because I'm with you. He's a huge piece of shit. I said, the dude is fucking ripping off Turkey Tom. He's literally the boring version of Turkey Tom. How the fuck are you the boring version of Turkey Tom? Turkey Tom. He's easy to copy. How the fuck do you not know how to copy him? unbelievable, mate. And like, he does it in the gay way. Again, I hate when people use gay and homo like that as slurs. I hate that because that's so disrespectful. And I should have brought that up to him. I regret not bringing that up. Again, disrespectful. Because he does it in a gay way. I only talked to him once. He's mad I'm actually friends with the guy. Laughed my ass off. I said, he's a dumbass. Do the job right, or you're surely going feral. Wired brain. Oh, feral. I was like, I was like, what the fuck? 36 hours. It makes an 8-minute video. 30. Yeah, that's right. You said he had 36 hours on the call, on the recorded call. It's not uploaded to my MacBook, unfortunately. I have to get it off my phone because for some reason my iCloud isn't properly syncing, so I need to fix that. But at some point I need to post that call. But he said he had 36 hours of footage of Purp saying that he had sleep calls with this 14-year-old person, that he was grooming them to dating, and that he was apparently going to try to marry him or something like that. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, you got some proof of that? And then Simon, his friend, sent a this is where Simon yesterday was bitching about me, saying he's not a hacker, because he sent me a bot that was malicious, that was going to hack my Discord account so he could gain admin privileges, so he could archive the server that me, RJ, and O-Star run, and then delete it, and then use the server to prove that we are pedophile protectors. Yes, that's right, audience members. You heard that right. Anyhow, get back to it. Has this been nonstop, or has he left you alone for a brief sense? I send him local clout chasers. I meant to answer that. He goes, these are all the YouTubers that he apparently knows. I finally went down the line, and I got to it and I said, like I said, the information for you I've sent. He goes, I don't have 2 devices. Apparently he claims that his OG account was hacked. I said, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I meant to have a question mark there, but it didn't have a question mark. I was like, because I was kind of like, what? Because I have 2. My phone literally won't work anymore. So I explained to him how to factory reset the phone, how to get it working and everything. And then we were talking about participating. Because here's the main event thing. Here is the main event thing that trying the others. I hope you're watching, because this is what was originally supposed to happen. We were going to make a video going after you for all the accusations and claims you made, and demanding that you proved that all of us are pedophiles, because you claimed that Coldfire was a pedophile, you claimed I was a pedophile, and you claimed that Session Purp was a pedophile. You claimed that all 3 of us, former editors and co-hosts and everything of your show, were fucking pedophiles. And before you deny it, I've got proof on my phone once again that I showed on the previous stream where I was basically being called a pedophile. So there you go. And I have him saying that you guys were calling me a pedophile. So there you go. Before you tried to deny it, you did say it. Anyhow. Or at least if you want to try to play this game around, then your mods said it, and which, by the way, if your mods are saying it and you don't say anything back, you don't try to shut it down or stop it, that means you agree with them. Congratulations. Anyhow, you want to play Guilt by Association? We can play that fucking game. We can play that fucking game all day long, and I will fucking win that one by a long shot. At the end of the day, I'm not associated with this guy. I don't know him. I don't know what the fuck he did. And but for whatever the fuck reason, you're so obsessed over trying to destroy me that you're doing everything in your power to pick every fucking person you know in your fucking back pocket, because you're a damn puppet master playing people, even though you claim you're a man of God, which means you're not supposed to be doing that, but whatever, mate. Let's get back to it. So here's the video. It would be the first part. I would be me addressing the video and the Discord server allegations. Then the second part, you would get to tell your side of the story, plus addressing parts of the recorded conversation. Then the last part is showing to the world what kind of monster he is. Because as long as you guys have my back, sure. But Tim's, I might be like, and he makes some fucking weird ass comment about family members that I just love, and they love me back, and I just want out of us. I don't know, and I'm like, what the fuck, family members? You know, here, Tim's, I'm making on Discord something right now. We find who this person is. I said, don't tell me that family member's 14, right? Because I'm fucking with him at this point. You know, what I think he meant to say was that he was in love with someone that he was in love with somebody, and for whatever reason, he called them a family member. And I was like, what the fuck? That's fucking weird, dude. Because I told him, again, on that same call that I grilled him about Triton, I also grilled him about the family members thing. Because I was like, what the fuck? Why are you telling me you're in love with your family members? He's like, oh, no, that's not what I meant. I wasn't paying attention to what I was typing. I was like, yeah, you damn right weren't paying attention. Fucking saying weird ass shit. But if that's the worst he did, was saying that he was in love with a family member, then God, I hate to think what a fucking criminal really is, then it's still fucking weird, however, that he said that. That's still fucking weird. I cannot excuse that. That's fucking weird. And now it sounds 16 or 18 older sister. He has the logs. And I'm like, who's this family member? Well, come to find out, if we continue going through, I told him, like, my reputation's on the line. I'm begging that you're telling the truth and not doing what they say you do. I'll put it this way. I don't allow people to date minors on my server. I'm just trying to see if we can get a snack here. You know, this person can be like the final piece. Even with All-Star on big, I got to make sure we don't lose our advantage. I get that, but you're saying that they're 16 and you're 20 in love makes me and the rest of us look like fucking pedophiles. So I finally fucking grill him about it. I said, well, it better not be true. Get ready for the punchline, because the punchline's coming. Is it 1% true? This will be a serious call. So I sent him voice recording. What did I say?
My thing here is your statement about that 16-year-old and being in love with her and everything while you're in your 20s is fucking pedophilic. And honestly, I'm hoping you're just fucking with me, or that you're trying to play her to get some information that might expose Triton even further. Which is not the case, that's still kind of fucked up in my opinion and not the way to go about it. But at least wise, it wouldn't be pedophilic. At the end of the day,
I bet my
the
lip.
whole stake of this video is on the fact that you're telling the truth. Because I will be telling the truth on my end. RJ will be telling his truth. And so will G McFly and Coldfire. So if you're the one telling the lie, you fuck everything up for everybody. And you truly will wreck my reputation. And that I will not forgive if you fuck it up. So I'm not sure what game you're trying to play. I'm honestly going to tell you right now, don't do it. It's not fucking worth it. I understand being desperate and lonely and whatnot, but at the same fucking time, again, you want to clear your name. You want to be free of these allegations. You're gonna have to not say and do shit like this.
Because like I'm sitting there, at this point, I'm thinking, oh my God, he really is guilty. He really is fucking guilty. Oh my God, I fucked up big time, right? And so he's talking about fucking about a proxy server. To finally get to it, because honestly, it was more of me just telling him, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? This is what he's talking about. This fucking weird profile that he had been messaging. Apparently, this profile told him that he was sick, that they were 16 and that they were 17. And that, so what ultimately was that he believed it was somebody either from Triton server or, what was it? Yeah, from Triton server, or that was Triton himself that was trying to, what was it? Catfish him. But to get back to like, because there was more of me going like, what the fuck?
And I'm dead serious what I'm saying right now, because Honestly, I did not spend that entire fucking time on your call just for you to turn around and piss on everything. Because I've spent 8 years working on having a great reputation like I do, where I spit nothing but the facts, where I don't tell lies, or at least I'm not intentionally telling lies. Now, the information that I say is pretty accurate for the most part. And I didn't spend this time helping others expose people that I actually try to help communities, and I try to help. Because the thing is, again, I'm putting my reputation on the line. Not only that, but I'm also putting people like 8-Bit Erickson on the line because he's backing me. And I've got Andy Worski backing me. And I've got people like Thor Hogan is backing me. So, uh, honestly, I'm really, really not okay with you stating something about how you're in love with a 16-year-old. And if that was meant to be a joke, then you might want to clarify that a lot better next time. But if you're being serious, then I'm going to need you to knock that shit off, or I'm kicking you out of the video, because I'm not going to allow my reputation to be fucked up because whatever else, what AD chess do you think you're playing?
I bring the reason up of the fake account because ultimately that's what happened. He was trying to snake this account to prove that he was being set up, that everything was a setup to ruin him, to destroy his reputation, destroy his career. I had no clue because I was struggling to get him to explain. And this is ultimately going to be my opinion of him until I see more facts. Is that I think the man fucking lost his mind and he needs help. And you'll see it as we continue going through. Because then he talks about a proxy server, some bots, no doxing, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm not sure what the hell you're going on about. So explain to me in detail who exactly this person is, how old are they, and what is your intentions with them? Because you're sending me mixed signals here, and that's fucking with me. And not to mention, I've explained to you earlier that I'm sick, so if you're hinting to something, you need to just outright say it, because otherwise I'm not going to understand, and I'm going to get even more pissed off.
So at this point, I had tonsillitis, and I didn't know I had tonsillitis. And it was getting worse. I was struggling to speak. I was struggling to eat. I was throwing up fluids. I shouldn't have been throwing up. And I was struggling. I was just overall really fucking struggling. I was really doing bad. And I'm seeing all of this, and I'm thinking in my head, he fucking really is a predator, son of a bitch. But again, as I've showed you, that's not the case. That's not the case. But it's understandable why I would be like that, because again, you go and look back, like, what the fuck? 16-year-old, 14-year-old, you're 20, like, what the fuck's going on, man? What are you talking about? I'm like, the ravings of a lunatic mind is the way it came off to me. That's what it came off. So, again, that's what it is. Because at this point, he's claiming now he's got evidence to prove that Triton lied about everything, right? So he wants me to come on a call to talk about that. And I'm like, no, but send me the DMs. I said, what exactly are you accusing them of? It was being somebody else. Possibly asked him, how old are they? He was on a call, they said he was 17, but also said he was 16. A giant fucking misunderstanding. Because now he explains it. They keep saying they're 16, but they're really slow to respond when I ask them what their age is. I says it sounds like you're being set up. He goes, exactly. They kept making super not obvious weird remarks about my main profile. I've stayed firm about my Puritan. Unless they're falsifying the original DMs, they're cooked. They've tried questioning me on a post about liking Trump. I said, so I'm going to need you to cut out the contact with them for now, because more likely this is a setup from one of Triton's members. They're trying to bait you because they're going to fuck over the video we're doing. That was what was happening. Total fucking setup. And to prove it was fucking setup, here comes Triton to prove my point. On Twitter, proves my point. That he goes, you leaking those was you defending a sleep call with a 14-year-old in DMs. Notice how I didn't say anything about proving him right. He totally trying once again coming back with the lies because he always tells lies. The truth does not live in his heart. It's never lived in his heart. Because if that was fucking true and I was proving that, then I would have stated very fucking clearly that, like, I don't care, they're all telling lies, obviously they're telling the truth. I literally in those messages grilled his ass about that. I grilled him and grilled him and grilled him and grilled him because I was dead fucking serious. I'm like, if you really are as innocent as you say you are, I need every fucking bit of evidence you got. I need everything to prove it because I'm like, you're staring down the barrel of one of the worst accusations possible, and you're putting mine, RJ's, and all the people I have worked with or associated with, and that's why I named them. You're putting all these people in fucking danger. And so I'm not going to risk that if you're lying to me. So, there you go. Because they tried so hard, it was funny. I planned for the memes and it kind of got boring, so I messaged you guys, went to All-Star first to see if he was a good friend. He is. All-Star is a good guy. He's a really good guy. He tries to help a lot of people. But Triton likes to fuck him over for some reason. I don't know why Triton hates him so much. All-Star's a really good guy to him. All-Star's been a good guy to him the whole fucking time. Just Triton fucking hates him for some reason. I don't know why. So he explains he got the phone working. He dropped it like 60 times. I'm like, Jesus, mate. He goes, I'm like, apparently he had been smoking weed that day. I said, Jesus, I need you to be sober. So I'm like, if you're smoking weed all the time, like Review Tech USA, that's horrible. Gotta quit doing that shit. Again, doesn't make it look better. And he goes, yeah, I can do that as long as it's all scheduled. My mental and physical health is shit. I go, I understand, bro. Because my dog randomly started bleeding a lot yesterday. Oh, yeah, let's not talk about that. I don't want to talk about the dog being injured. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, but let's get to the video. Like I said, I don't want to talk about the dog. Because, I understand they put the dog down, so I'm just... as a dog lover, I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. That's the one thing about the DMs I don't want to talk about. He goes, so when do we plan on having this set up? Weeks, days, months? I said, hopefully in a few days, maybe a week at most. He goes, a few days sound good. By the way, any of you off enough to just chill, or else you're busy. And I'm not mad if you are. I understand the gravity. I said, when I'm not sick right now, I'm just trying to recover from whatever I got. At this point, again, I didn't know that I had tonsillitis. I just knew I was horribly sick. And I'm going to sleep, or at least try to attempt to maybe watch some TV. I said, you're good. So I sent him some videos. Oh, yeah, RT bought a gun. That was fucking funny. I said, you would like that. He goes, I like Five Nights at Freddy's. A really good cover halfway through. And he goes, thank you. Where's the video where Keemstar threatens to nuke the community? Because I told him, like, Keemstar has a fucking nuke. Because to my knowledge, he has a fucking nuke. And anytime he wants to, he could drop it on the commentary community. And everybody would be fucked. Everybody. I could be wrong, but I swear he has a nuke. So I sent him that live stream. He goes, AJ, what the fuck happened? I said, what? Who died? I said, no one to my knowledge. Why? He goes, RJ invited me to a server and they act like somebody died. It was really scary. I said, he's just messing with what server he invites you into. So I joined there. I'm like, oh, there was one person obsessed with me. There was a bunch of people I can't tell. So Ravencast is the only group. No one else knows you. He goes, that's good. What did I say from here?
There's no need to be paranoid about the other groups, as most of everyone doesn't know you. And unless Triton ran around behind your back and talked all that shit, was the only other Discord that I'm in that he did that was during the King server. But even then, people have already forgotten about it because most of everyone didn't give a shit about his content. people barely paying attention to mine, and I'm pretty active there. So I have to tell you that for the most part, you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to be paranoid. Just join these groups, have a good time, and once we finally get at least most of the accusations cleared up, if you feel like coming back to making content, then at least wise you can come back on a fresh start.
And I was being serious about it because I'm thinking at this point, okay, he's definitely got something. He's got something to prove it. Because why else is he coming to me, RJ, and O-Star for help if he's got proof of his total innocence? That's what I'm thinking here, right? So he sends me, so I send him another one. That's not loading. Not loading. Son of a bitch. Oh, never mind. I guess we're not playing 8. So I'm going to give you the TDR of that one because for whatever fuck reason that one's not playing. The TDR of it is I gave him advice about needing to apologize, work on himself, and make things right with people. And I was dead serious about that. And told him forget about everything that Triton and them are saying. Once the video's done over with, let it go. Don't talk about it anymore. Don't acknowledge it. Don't even think about its existence. It's done and over with. And I told him, and I'm going to do the same thing. Coldfire's going to do the same thing. RJ's going to do the same thing. We're all just going to put it out, say we're done with it, and walk away. Because I was told by him clearly multiple times he's got evidence to prove that I was slandered, he was slandered, that RJ was slandered, Coldfire was slandered. I'm like, you got all this proof, show it to me. And then he finally sends me a screenshot of the server that I was talking about, which is Grace's server.
Trust me, there's no fixing the Raven cast. There's no fixing horrific sameness people like them. They're sameness, whether they want to believe it or not. That's what they are. That's what Triton is. And until the day he actually has a talk with Jesus and realizes the error of his ways, and he cuts those people out of his life, and he falls on his knees and he begs for forgiveness and then goes and makes amends with those he has hurt, he will never change. You cannot make him change. The best thing you can do is after this video, stop thinking about him. Stop obsessing about him. All the information, everything we need will be put in that video. Afterwards, I want you to take, what I want you to do is to open up a special Google Doc or whatever, put all that information in that Google Doc, lock it behind a password, and store it away. And don't ever think about it. Don't open it up. Don't even let that thought cross your mind. Not even a little. Just not even a little. You just let it go. And if they continue slandering you, you let it go. You go, you know what, fuck it. They're gonna keep lying about it. And like we said, like I've said, I plan on taking some legal action anyhow one of these days to finally deal with it. And when I do, they will fucking go away. Because they will get the hint that they can no longer act the way they do. Or somebody's gonna end up shooting one of them, and then obviously they really will quit at that point. But I hope to God that never happens. As much as I hate them for how they are sinful and evil sameness, they don't deserve to die. But the point that I'm trying to get to is that you just need to let it go and move on.
Because my thing is, they have pissed so many fucking people off. They've gone after so many people, and they've talked about being swatted before, and that's why I'm like, you would think if you've done all this and you've been attacked, you've been threatened, that you would eventually stop, or otherwise someone's going to get killed. I'm like, that's the way I see it. Somebody's going to get killed. I legitimately fear that that's the path this is going down. That he is going down, he's trying to take everybody with, is down the path that somebody ends up dying, and then the beef's over with. Not actually trying to end it amicably, not agreeing to the truce when he agreed to it. No. I feel like he has to see blood run the streets. Like, the streets need to run red with blood for him to finally go, you know what, maybe I took it too far. That's legitimately how I feel. That's how I feel about him. And if that pisses him off, well, congratulations, you pushed me to that limit. So, and it's only you, it's you, not me. I don't want to see blood. I don't want to see anyone die. I don't want to wake up the next morning on Discord and see that someone from the Ravencast was shot and killed because of this beef. I don't want to wake up tomorrow morning and going on my social media and explain one of my family members died because of this beef. I do not want to do that. Not one part of me wants to do that. But I don't see how you don't want that. I don't see how you don't want that. Because you've gone to the fucking ends of the earth to call me everything that would get me fucking shot and killed. Everything. You've said everything that would get me shot and fucking killed. So, again, Triton, explain that one to me. But then again, you like to hide behind Twitter and pretend like you're holier than now when you're not. Wrong shot. Anyways, let's continue.
Trust me, that server is adults only. There's no minors in there, to my knowledge. And RJ's right. It's literally all about.
Oh, I forgot to mention, this was talking about Grace's server, which is 18 plus only. There's no minors in her server.
Those who have been attacked or have been slandered, either in the locale universe or outside of it, like RTU's universe, the RTU/JKB community is what I call it, or the Ravencast or whatever. Because I know some people who have originally part of Ravencast or are in that server, and I've talked to them from time to time. So trust me. Trust me, that server's worth joining. You're gonna make some new friends. You're gonna just trust me on this one. It's worth joining that server.
Because he was thinking that he was being labeled as a degenerate for joining the server. I'm like, no, that's not really what's happening. So now I hit him up the next day, and actually later that evening, I hit him up. I said, hey, are you available? Because at this point, I'm talking to RJ about setting up for the video. So I asked him, hey, are you available for Friday or Saturday night? He goes, I should be. I said, sweet. He goes, look, I don't want to name names, but I will say what I remember for context. I also know one or two names. I say, hey, as long as you're not so vague that they could easily sit in your mind. Basically, they could say he lied. Yeah, also it's going to be a safe environment. I said, yes, but just know I will be asking questions. That's fine. Just don't yell at me, please. I know you don't. I said, they will be yelling at Adolf Goblin, which, by the way, that's Triton's new nickname. That's what we've been calling him behind the scenes, is Adolf Goblin, because he acts a lot like fucking Adolf Hitler. So from now on this channel, whenever I talk about him, I'm going to call him Adolf Goblin. That's his name. He goes, okay. I'm also trying not to skip details unless I literally can't remember. If I don't remember, I will say so. This entire situation makes me want to barf. More stuff I look around, the servers, and more I think the possibilities, but I'm also going to stick to the facts and solid memories. I said, yep. There's also going to be uploaded way later. I said, if you have the messages or anything to help back up your story, make sure you send them to me. I said, probably a few days after we recorded this. Because the D-Weasel guy hacked the fuck out of me and would sit on a call with me in private forever. So sadly, I probably don't. Maybe he doesn't have the messages. He's claiming that this person hacked his account. I don't know. I guess I'll take him for his word, but at the same token, he didn't really show me any evidence, so how am I how am I supposed to really believe it? It's really a lot of taking him at his word. I assumed that he wouldn't lie to my face. But then again, I assumed Triton wouldn't lie to my face about not continuing the beef, but here we are now. Who knows with that guy? Anyhow. He goes, I said, yeah. He goes, I don't know if he changed the passwords or not. He asked me if I was the Anthrax guy. I said, the fuck? What drugs are you taking now? Because I'm just asking. I said, oh, no, I'm not that motherfucker. I don't even sound like him. He goes, okay, I'm just curious. The same name slicked me. I said, you saw my channel. You're not trying to refer to as AJ. I said, yes, because I went by AJ. I mean, I was constantly after it's being referred to as AJ. I said, his name is also AJ. I feel bad for you to deal with that coincidence. I said, there's a reason why I go by my last name these days. D Weasel didn't tell me everything. I know, though, that Triton and him are no more good. Everybody else is fine. I said, I've spoke to O-Star, and he said you need to contact Discord support to help get your account back. Apparently D Weasel did it. I don't know if D Weasel did it. Again, I'm not saying he did. This is what Purp is saying you did. I don't know. I'm not going to say you did it because I have no proof. There's no proof in front of me. It's just, again, his word. And here's a whole bunch of his emails. We're not going to... I'll just expose them anyhow, so who cares? I said, we tried getting back into them. He goes, after I post them on Twitter, replying to D-Weasel, my entire computer cooked the emails. I could try Opera and see if the settings would turn on some shit. I said, yes, use the last browser you're logged in. The last browser, meaning the last browser you're logged in. Say, hey, we're doing it Monday as Coldfire is free that whole day because Coldfire was free on Monday and we were going to work to make the video, the response. Like I said, I was sick and tired of it and I was going to do something. I was sick and tired of trying constantly taking shots saying I raped 8-year-olds in a server. So yes, trying. That's why this video was being made, is because you claimed I wanted to rape 8-year-olds in a server. That's why. No other reason. Because okay, sounds good. Because well, apparently something about she being dead. I was like, I don't know yet. He goes, how is she? Is she really 14? Is trying really deserve nothing but life? I said, who are you talking about? Nairo or Grace, whoever. I was like, Grace Thorpe is 22 and she's fine. I said, Adam's grandmother is passing away. All-Star's grandma passed away a few weeks ago. Rest in peace. He goes, is Adam okay? I said, Adam is okay. He goes, why does talking to you feel like I'm talking to a family member? I said, okay, let's calm down. Referencing back when he said that he loved his family members. I was like, yeah, let's not go there, buddy. I felt really uncomfortable when he said that. That was actually the moment I got uncomfortable. I was like, what the fuck, man? Because that's not flirting. Like, that's not flirting like an actual brother. Like anybody who's in your family's lucky to have you. I go, I would not say that. I'm not saying we're related. I'm just saying being open with you about stuff. I'm bad at telling people I trust them. My bad if it came across the dark way. I said, yeah, phrasing. I don't know why I keep saying freezing. Phrasing is everything. Yeah, I got to get better about that. I said, I could help you with that. He was... What was it? He asked me to tell Grace to message her back. I said, she's a very busy person and I don't talk to her. You know, that's understandable. By the way, you said Monday Coldfire can call her. I said, yes, 9 p.m. That's when the video was going to be made. Me and him are like 400 people. I don't care as long as it's civil. I said, it will be. But also expect us to make a lot of jokes because we were going to fucking pop joke after joke after joke at his expense. That's exactly what we were going to do. I say, stop. I don't know as much as you think I do, but I know enough. I said, trust me, all you need to do is testify to your side of the story. We'll handle the rest. I'm like, give me, because like I said earlier, give me your evidence, testify to your side of the story. We'll put it out there, and there you go. That was the end of the story. That was going to be the end of it. He goes, how many deaths have people said I caused? I said, nobody. Why do you believe that? Because people harass me as if I murdered an entire town. I said, listen to me very closely. Ignore everything. Just focus on the conversations you're having with me, RJ, and O-Star. And then I asked him, hey, on the day that we were supposed to record the video, and I got ghosted. And that's when I found out that he ghosted me because he unfriended me, left the server, and well, that's the end of that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is fucking everything. Fuck me, I'm exhausted. This has been fucking exhausting as hell. Exhausting. But there you go. Now you got my entire side of the fucking story. What happened with him? Well, I was like, what the fuck? At the end of the day, I think he's just a crazy fella. I think he went crazy. That's what happened. But so there's your proof right there. He's not in the server. I don't think he did anything other than he made some really fucking weird ass statements about loving family members, and I was like, what the fuck? That's it. I'm done. I'm done with this. I don't fucking care anymore. I've got other important things in my life going on, and I realized that like, getting Triton to not obsess with me is like the equivalent of RTU making a good stream. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. He's obsessed, and he will forever be obsessed until the day I'm dead. Probably even after I'm dead, he'll be making videos and live streams about me, slandering me. Yeah, like RJ said, as a matter of fact, I'm going to read him verbatim what he says. We will never talk about Session Purp again, so leave us alone about him, weirdos. As a matter of fact, actually, you should have said fucking weirdos. Oh, yeah, fucking weirdos. Wasting my time, wasting my effort of trying to help you fucking assholes. Every one of you. Waste of my fucking time. Waste of RJ's time. Waste of All-Star's time. So there you go. Done and done. That's the whole story. I've exposed the whole server and how it functions. I've showed you all the DMs with me, Purp, and Triton that was relevant to the conversation. So now, for the future, I'm gonna move on, do my own thing like I've been trying to do the whole fucking time now, with more drum covers, Tim's Tech Talk. Africa Trash is still gonna be around, but not as much, because I've really been sick of doing that show for a while, so I kind of need a break from it. And here's one final piece of information. I said I had a bonus thing I was gonna tell you. Here's the bonus thing. There is a possibility I may be interviewing Lynx very soon. So let me know in the chat if you want to see that. Because I would be very, very humbly... Fuck, what was I was going to say? I would take great joy in doing an interview with her. Because she seems like a very nice person. I would love to talk about her career and all the things she's achieved. But that's for another time. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for everybody who showed up, showed out, showed support. It's been a brutal night. And honestly, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I got other things I need to get done. So with that, like I said, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, this is AJ Timms of Horror House Media, signing out. Fuck off, Triton.
Yes, you are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
Actually, you know what? Hold up.
Coping.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. I got something right here. I got a better song.
Thank you for hating me.
I wasted so much sleep over what you stole from me. But now the table's turned, I'm the lion, you're the sheep. You turn my vulnerability on me like a weapon. But Taking knives in the back really taught me a lesson. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you for beating me down, for messing me up, for making me feel I'm not enough, for running your mouth, for showing no love, for setting me off like a loaded gun. Thank you for making me stronger than I thought I could ever be. Thank you for hating me. Thank you for hating me. It is hard to hide how much you hate yourself. So here's some money, my friend, go get some help. I feel so sorry for you, cause you're always gonna be alone. The world will know my name, not yours, you're my stepping stone. I just wanna thank you. I just wanna thank you for beating me down, for messing me up, for making me feel I'm not enough, for running your mouth, for showing no love, setting me off like a loaded gun. Thank you for making me stronger than I thought I could ever be. Thank you for hating me. I'm moving on, I'm on the mend, cause living well's the best revenge. Forever changed, I'm born again, cause living well's the best revenge. Thank you for hating me. Thank you for being